Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Wow, it's July 23rd already? It's late July. Seems like the summer just began, doesn't it?
Time is moving faster.
It is. I do believe that.
Well, we still haven't hit 100 yet here in Dallas.
No, we haven't.
And we're on borrowed time.
That's incredible. By this time in 22, I think we had 25.
It was a lot.
100-degree days. And now we're only 6 days away from fall football camp for BYU. Fall football camp, 6 days away.
I know.
So that's
I know.
Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Also, Ozzy Osbourne died.
As he did.
Which is strange. He just did that farewell concert.
Yeah, over the 4th
Sad.
holiday.
Yeah. What was that, two and a half weeks ago or something? I didn't realize he was that sick.
I mean, he was living on borrowed time, yeah.
Really did he die from Parkinson's? What?
That was probably the main thing, but he had been struggling. Remember, he had that. Sharon talked about the surgeries that he had gone through because he hurt his back. Well, first he injured himself on that ATV. That was a while ago.
Yeah,
that hurt his hip and all kinds of stuff. And then he went to jump in the bed that wasn't there. And
just weird.
Ended up having surgery, which he said he wished he would have gotten a second opinion because they drilled his back, and then they had to go in because the nuts and bolts came loose. And so if it wasn't for the Parkinson's, I mean, he wouldn't have been moving at all.
Why did he jump into a bed that wasn't there?
Because he went into the bedroom,
weird.
It was dark, he thought the bed was there, he was going to jump on it. That's what they said.
What?
That was the story.
Like, when I go into my bedroom and it's dark, I know that the bed is going to be...
That's what Ozzy said.
Did they move the bed on him?
I don't know.
Just, hey, let's play a trick on Ozzy since he just broke his hip. Let's move the bed.
He's going to come in and want to jump on his bed. Let's move it.
That is really weird.
That's possible.
Maybe. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I ever heard Black Sabbath. Must have been like 1972. So I would have been 11, maybe 12. A friend called me and said, "You got to hear this band." I was like,
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath? That can't be good. Just the name sounded wrong to me. And the music, I mean, I was into the Partridge Family at the time.
That's different than the Partridge Family?
A little different. Just
really?
a tad, yeah. Musically, some difference there.
They all play
also,
instruments?
the bus they drive in, a little bit different as well. I mean, I grew up in Helena, Montana. Chicago was probably the hardest music I'd ever heard. It's not like we had album-oriented rock stations blaring out heavy metal every day. In fact, I don't think we even had... I don't know that we had an FM station at the time. 1972, I think we had the 3 AMs.
In Helena?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the days when maybe the owner of the AM station would put on an FM.
Yeah, and they finally did.
Yeah.
And it was automated, And when I worked there, you had to go in and change the reels all the time. It's incredible. Good times. But my friend brought over the Paranoid album. And so we heard the title track, obviously. War Pigs, Iron Man. He also brought with him his Led Zeppelin 4 album at that time. Obviously, my parents weren't home at the time, and so we listened to all of it. So then I was exposed to Black Dog and Rock and Roll and Misty Mountain Hop, and of course, Stairway to Heaven.
Would have been so good at the time.
That was the day the Partridge Family sort of went into a slower rotation on my turntable.
That's funny.
But
I burned the Partridge Family poster in the living room.
Yeah, I got rid of all my David Cassidy murals.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but that was kind of a surprise to me. I didn't realize he was that sick.
Well, look, we talked about it when we were talking about how well the show did, right? How he raised all this money for the charities.
Raised a lot.
And,
Do you remember how much it was?
Like $190 million, I think, for the 3 charities. And, millions of streaming the show. And we talked about, he's been dying for years, really.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, holy cow. I mean, he's been a rock star, a TV star. He's been
our whole
legend.
Lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Maybe later today. I don't know if you want to do it now. I did send in a fun commercial of his from, I think it's late 90s or early 2000s. It's very humorous.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
See that now?
This might be a good place for it.
Is it
yeah.
Okay,
I Can't Believe commercial?
I don't know. 18. Is it Pepsi?
Stupid
Hey, Dad.
No, I'm just
But we really want to show you something.
What is it then? What is it?
These aren't Pepsis. They're Pepsi Twists.
You're a bunch of bloody magicians.
We're not the Osbournes.
You're not?
We're the Osmonds.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I dreamt the kids turned into the husbands.
Oh, there, dear.
Twist, Pepsi Twist.
That's really good.
It's a twist on a great thing.
That's really good.
I remember seeing that.
I saw one where it's for I Can't Believe It's Not Butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen one. I remember that
I don't
Pepsi
remember
ad.
the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I remember that one.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No, they do not.
That's just a funny commercial.
Well, those people are all dead. Anyway,
the Osmonds
well,
are not.
close. Who's next, though? I mean,
I don't know. There's
76.
been
That's what, I mean, who is
lot.
next?
A lot. Maybe we'll go over that later. Just the people who have died this year is stunning.
I know.
Really incredible. All right. Now, Barack Obama. Treasonous bastard? Traitor to the country?
A lot of people say so.
Should he be in prison right now
A lot of people think so.
and the rest of his life?
Oh, I'm not supposed to answer? Okay.
No, you can answer. It's kind of rhetorical, but
Okay.
Yeah. What a surprise you would think, yes.
I just said a lot of people think that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, no.
You
Ooh.
don't
Oh,
necessarily
Pat
think
Gray,
that.
how dare you?
I know. That's presumptuous of me.
Thank you.
So President Trump said that a lot of top Democrat figures were guilty of treason based on new findings from the Department of Justice, and he named several of them. So we have President Trump talking about that from yesterday.
You look at those papers, they have them stone cold, and it was President Obama. It wasn't lots of people all over the place. It was them too. Mm-hmm. But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life, that's the one they... Look, he's guilty. It's not a question. I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. This was every word you can think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. They did things that nobody's ever even imagined, even in other countries. You've seen some pretty rough countries. This man has seen some pretty rough countries, but you've never seen anything like it. And we have all of the documents. And from what Tulsi told me, she's got thousands of additional documents coming. So President Obama, it was his concept, his idea, but he also got it from crooked Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill. The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold. Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 in the election. They tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. When we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible.
Pause it. Wait, does he know something we don't?
I guess so.
It's the awesome ex-wife of a president. Huh.
Look, the man said what he said.
Yeah, that's right.
Did.
That's right.
He did.
So leave it there.
They were doing the press conference in the Gold Room.
All right, let's hear the rest.
It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start after what they did to me.
Yeah.
And whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the things you should be talking about.
Yeah, wow. That's amazing.
That is.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it. There's never been anything like it. It's not beautiful. This one is not beautiful. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. That's amazing.
It sure is.
I want to see those documents. I want to see the proof. Let's see it. Let's get it out there. So the Democrats can't say that this is just a distraction.
Yeah, do not.
He's just trying to deflect from the Epstein stuff. All right. Let's see the evidence.
Do not send the paperwork to Pam Bondi.
Right.
Too late.
I was just going to say
they
that.
already did that.
Oh, geez.
That was submitted on
Monday.
No.
Oh, golly.
The Pam Bondi triangle.
So her desk is an official black hole,
yes.
I think, right? Not even light escapes it. So these documents certainly won't.
It's like the
I hope you
Bondi
made copies,
triangle.
Tulsi.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Interesting. Obama's spokesperson released a statement. Out of respect for the office of the presidency, our office, and you know they have such respect for the office of the presidency.
Okay. What else have?
Our office does not normally dignify the constant nonsense and misinformation flowing out of the White House with a response, but these claims are outrageous enough to merit one. These bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction. So, yeah, they're already saying it. Nothing in the document issued last week undercuts the widely accepted conclusion that Russia worked to influence the 2016 presidential election, but did not successfully manipulate any votes. These findings were affirmed in a 2020 report by the bipartisan Senate Intelligence Committee, led by then Chairman Marco Rubio. Well, that doesn't really address the main issue
Nope, it does not.
Of Barack Obama being behind all of this. And it's his idea. And he's the one behind it. It has nothing to do with it. Yeah, okay, well, maybe they didn't influence anybody to vote a certain way, but that doesn't exonerate Barack Obama from going after a presidential candidate and an elected president. So after that, Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, responded.
Give me your response to what we heard from former President Obama there. He's saying that none of this makes any sense, that this is a distraction. What do you say to that?
It's the art of deflection coming from former President Obama, as well as his friends who are still in Congress today, and Senator Warner and Congressman Jim Himes, really all basically saying that exact same statement, which doesn't actually address the issue that was revealed in great detail in the over 100 documents that we released last week and the documents that we will be releasing later this week that point to the undeniable fact that you laid out in your introduction to this segment, is that the intelligence community had one assessment, that Russia did not have the intent or capability to try to impact the outcome of the U.S. election leading up to Election Day. The same assessment was made after Donald Trump was elected by the American people as president in 2016, defeating Hillary Clinton. And it wasn't until after that pulled President's Daily Brief document that you referenced that the Principals Committee was called in the National Security Council. And President Obama then directed Obama's DNI James Clapper to lead the effort to create this new intelligence community assessment that detailed not if, but how Moscow attempted to influence the outcome of the U.S. election. So this is the thing that I think people should pay attention to, is neither the message from President Obama's office, neither the statements coming from Democrats in Congress today and their friends in the propaganda media. None of them are addressing this fact.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. So she noticed it as well, obviously. I love the way she presents things. So reasoned, rational. She's calm. She's not hysterical. You can't you're hard pressed to call Tulsi Gabbard a radical, a right wing kook, because she's nothing like that. So coming from her, I think this is pretty powerful. Meanwhile, yesterday, President Trump posted this regarding his first 6 months in office. We had the greatest 6 months of any president in history of our country. And all the fake news wants to talk about is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax.
You keep bringing it up, bro.
I mean, he's definitely had huge wins. I mean, we had the Caroline Leavitt rundown yesterday.
Which was pretty extensive.
A great day with the massive trade deal. Do you have the tweet on that, Kris? The trade deal with Japan that was signed, and then in addition, he kind of surprised everyone at the little gathering there that they also are signing a LNG deal with Alaska there in Japan.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. It was
Philippines guy showed up for
Indonesia.
Yeah. And then, you got the U.S. Olympic news, I think we'll talk about later, banning trans athletes. A lot of wins, all because of this president. And so he's right. There's a lot to talk about, but I don't think we're going to let the pedophile rapist elites thing go.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we just forget about it. There's no justice done in that, really. And it'll be interesting to see if they get Ghislaine Maxwell to testify.
They're saying they're going to.
Well,
good. Cut some deal with her. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
We had the Oversight Committee yesterday vote to have her come in. So that's good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but didn't Congress, the Congress was supposed to vote on it, and then he shut it down?
Well, I know that they went on recess early.
Yeah, they went on recess because I think that vote was coming up.
because they're trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
But is that a done thing, or are they going to revisit it?
I don't know the answer to that.
But you're exactly right. Mike Johnson ran away from it yesterday, probably at the insistence of the White House, but we don't know for a fact.
It's almost fact.
Yeah. Yes. I would guess so.
We're 99.997% of the way.
How's I handle this, Mike?
Wow. Okay. All right, there's a lot more. We'll get to it in a second. Let me first tell you about preborn. We celebrated the birth of our nation a few weeks ago and remembered the heroes who fought for our freedoms. But did you know some Americans today still don't have the freedom of life and liberty? Tragically, every day, thousands of unborn babies' very lives are taken. But because of preborn, we can rescue them. Preborn's network of clinics provides free ultrasounds to women with unplanned pregnancies. And not only do they save lives, they love and care for these hurting women. If we uphold the truths of the Constitution, and above all, the truth of God, we must acknowledge that babies in their mother's womb are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights that just can't and should not be taken away. And that includes life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Will you please stand with us and with preborn? One ultrasound is just $28. 5 would cost $140. If you can afford that, that'd be so greatly appreciated. To donate, just dial pound 250. Say the keyword baby. That's pound 250. Keyword baby, or donate securely at preborn.com/.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yeah. So here's the big announcement from Mike Johnson that they're going to start their recess, their August recess, a little early. Yeah, it's July 23rd. That's quite a bit early. That'd be like Keith is going on vacation in August. Yeah, I'm going to just start my vacation a little early. Wait, so you're taking a month off now?
Well, no, only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not if you start today.
I know. Because that's the thing.
My vacation is only 2 weeks. I'm just starting it now.
Yeah, they were supposed to start they're supposed to work through Thursday. So they're supposed to still work Wednesday and Thursday. Then their, quote, August recess was supposed to begin on July 25th and end on September 2nd.
Right, yeah, right.
Month, yeah.
But you can't make a 5-week vacation work. You got to do 5 weeks in 2 days.
Who can get by on just 5 weeks in a row
You can't.
on vacation? Then that's not the only vacation they take all year either, by the way.
No, but this vacation gets them back to their constituency.
Does it?
Sure.
Yeah.
If it did, that would be nice. That would be nice.
So they have just started the clock yesterday. So we got 31, 32, check my Keith math, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 straight days your House of Representatives will not be working.
Well, they're working.
Got it.
That's incredible.
Sure is.
It's incredible.
And you could see if maybe there was a Joe Biden in there and you're like, you know what, let's go ahead and lay low for a while. You got all the powers of government.
Yeah,
why don't you use them every now and then?
Pretty sweet gig when you think of it.
It certainly is.
You know?
It certainly is.
And yes, we do. As somebody pointed out yesterday, we complain when they're working. We complain when they're not.
I know.
But that's only because they suck so badly. That's the only reason we complain about everything they do.
What's good, though, and I know Kris points it out from time to time, but what will be good is when we get the House
and the Senate.
Thank you. I was waiting for you guys to
and the executive branch.
When we get that, then they won't take this time off.
They'll be there around the clock.
They'll be able to get stuff done.
Let's really dream big, though. let's say we one day. I mean, down the future, this is like pie in the sky stuff. But you get the House, you get the Senate, you get the presidency. And what about like a 2-to-1 majority of conservatives to liberals in the Supreme Court? Wouldn't that be great? Oh, man. I know I'm dreaming.
That is a dream.
That's crazy.
That's heaven right there.
That is a dream.
The things we could fix in this
Honestly,
country.
Pat, it's unhealthy for you to dream like that.
It is. I know. I shouldn't. That's ridiculous.
You're going to hurt yourself.
Think of that, though, how disappointing and how disgusting and despicable it is that we have all that and can't make anything happen.
Wait, we do have the House,
the Senate,
and the court,
presidency, and the Supreme Court.
So we're living in the dream.
We're living in that dream world.
When the House returns, some college football teams will have played 2 games in the regular season.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, BYU will be one of them. That's amazing.
Okay.
That is amazing.
Sure is. And so they have, hold on. You just said at the beginning of the show, BYU hasn't even started camp.
Right.
They will have 2 games under their belt before the House of Representatives returns to work.
That is right.
Holy crap.
Amazing.
It's awesome.
It's incredible.
Makes you proud.
All right, but here's Mike Johnson. He's talking about all this and how beautiful the situation is for Republicans right now, and they're going on vacation.
This morning at our weekly conference meeting, we discussed the upcoming schedule, given the Democrats' endless efforts to politicize the Epstein controversy and that investigation.
Okay, I'm getting so sick of them blaming. You can blame Democrats for a lot of stuff.
A whole bunch.
You cannot blame them for the Epstein situation. They've never cared about it. They still only barely care about it because they think they can hurt Trump with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've never been on the Epstein thing, ever. Why? They don't care. They don't care about children being abused. They couldn't care less. Why? They're in favor of slaughtering 300 to 500,000 of them a year in this country alone. Or over 1 million, actually, when you add them all up, not just the Planned Parenthood abortions. Can we get off that? Can we finally admit that's not a Democrat creation? It's just not. But
no, he's not going to do that.
No.
I want to be clear about this. There's a reason behind what we are doing here. We have a responsibility.
You're running.
Actually, a dual responsibility.
Cowards.
Okay?
The reason.
I've been on record very clearly that I believe in maximum transparency. I think every single House Republican will say the same thing.
He's got pretty good hair, though.
They may say the same thing.
They talk about.
Look at his hair. Let's pay attention to something important right now.
Also
he's got really good hair.
Is it a piece?
The other part of that dual
I don't think so. I think it's actual.
Okay, we have to do both things at the same time. What do we mean by that? Look, involved in the Epstein evil, okay, which is what it was. Let's call it what it was.
Let's call it that.
There are innocent victims of those unspeakable sex crimes.
Yeah, we know that, Mike.
Some of them were
That's
minors.
why we don't want you to run from it. Fix it.
When the Epstein records are turned over to the public, which we must do as quickly as possible, we have to also be very judicious and careful about protecting the innocent. I think everybody in the country should understand the necessity of that. It is the standard. I used to be a litigator. It's the standard in the court of law and the courts. It's the standard in law enforcement. Anyone who's served in law enforcement understands the necessity of that. It is the standard with government agencies. We protect the innocent. So we cannot be careless in an open release like that. You have to be very careful. The president himself has said that he wants maximum.
As if we haven't had enough time to protect the innocent.
Correct.
By now. Are you serious?
And let's just
You're
say,
really going to use that stinking excuse?
And
come on.
Pam Bondi has not been reliable in any sense of the word. She's the Department of Justice is the albatross around this otherwise excellent administration track record. But we just went over 40 days.
Yeah.
So maybe Mike Johnson isn't prepared to sign off on the victims are protected yet. Okay.
Okay.
You and your staff have 40
days
damn
to get it done, and they won't.
to make sure everything that needs to be redacted is redacted. So when you come back here on September 2nd, we want to roll on this as Americans, and you've had plenty of time to go through all of the documents and get whatever you need out of there. Let's go.
And by the way, they've already had more than enough time.
I understand
to
that.
do
I'm giving Johnson the benefit of the doubt, and that he hasn't necessarily seen everything.
I certainly appreciate your frustration, Keith, but this time off, we aren't going to be able to deal with that. We'll deal with that when we get back. So.
I'm putting it on the calendar.
Yeah.
On September 2nd. Where the hell my phone, and where the hell is Congress on the Epstein files?
And he had more.
The president himself has said that he wants maximum transparency and all credible evidence to be turned over to the American public so that everyone can make their own decisions. We're owed that. And we want any individual who has been involved in any way in the Epstein evils to be brought to justice as quickly as possible. And the law should be brought down upon their head.
Yeah,
we're unequivocal about that. Okay?
Unequivocal.
We have to make sure that the credible evidence is revealed, and we're doing that. The president has made a request to the courts in the grand jury testimony and the files there, for example. And the court should turn that over, and that will be a continuing and ongoing quest. Now, what we refuse to do is participate in another one of the Democrats' political games. This is a serious matter. We are not going to let them use this as a political battering ram. The Rules Committee became the ground for them to do that. We're not going to allow them to engage in that charade anymore. Why do I call it a charade? Because the Democrats are trying to play gotcha politics right now when, as the leader just pointed out, they don't have any moral high ground on this at all. They controlled the Department of Justice for the last 4 years. Has anyone forgotten? They had all these files the entire time. They sat on everything Epstein related for 4 long years while President Biden was in office. You could draw your own conclusions as to why. But we've been intellectually consistent the entire time. And I want to say this about colleagues Ro Khanna and Jim McGovern and Hakeem Jeffries and so many others. They've tweeted about Epstein countless times in the last 2 weeks, but go back and look at their social media accounts we have and their public comments. They had exactly 0 posts on the subject for the last 4 years.
We already know that, though. We already know that, Mike.
Interesting, isn't it?
Interesting. Good job,
We all
Speaker.
understand that the America First agenda and the American people are best served by putting an end to the Democrats' sideshows. And that's what we're doing by not allowing the Rules Committee to continue with that nonsense this week.
Okay. All right, bro.
Okay.
I'm glad you're doing the work of the people, checking out the social media feeds of congressmen and women.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful. That's getting a lot done there.
Mm-hmm. It does tell you, though, they weren't behind the Epstein thing ever. Until now.
But
they're starting to use it now.
We already knew that.
Yeah, and we already knew that. We know they don't care about the victims. They don't care about women. They don't care about any of it. So, we already knew it.
They only care now.
And now they're trying to make some political hay. But that does not absolve Republicans in this situation. Release the list. Do it now before you're... Well, and of course they're not going to, so it doesn't matter. Just bark it up the wrong tree.
Wait, you were getting so excited right now.
I know,
What happened?
I know.
You were on a roll.
It's like it's wasted anger because they're already.
Fair.
It's just
That's
so
fair.
much BS.
Yeah, it's foolhardy. All right, let's play some of this. What Thomas Massie had to say about it. I don't know if we'll be able to get through the whole thing.
Were you surprised at all to see the Rules Committee kind of come to a standstill last night over this issue? I mean, you used to be on the Rules Committee, and
it's Thomas Massie's evil twin.
Transparency in that.
And you can tell that from the goatee,
surprising at all?
the beard.
No, it's not surprising to me. I don't think this issue is going away over August. I think that was the admonition of our speaker in there.
Doesn't even look like him anymore.
Does it?
Sort of stick your head in the sand. Let the administration maybe dissipate this by dribbling some stuff out. I mean, I'm heavily paraphrasing, but
I mean, he's got to be part of a
people have wanted these files for years, and then you have the president's staff, administration, his own children, his vice president have promised that these files would come out, and now we're being told it's a hoax. It just doesn't wash, and whether it's Republican, Democrat, or independent. Across all those categories,
Trump doesn't like them
it's
anymore.
only like 5 or 6% who don't want the files out.
All right, that's from Thomas Massie. So he's definitely not on. He's not in the inner circle.
No, he is not.
Of Donald J. Trump.
No, he is not.
Thomas Massie, evil twin. Don't forget.
Yep. All right. 888-900-3393. We will chew the fat with Jeffy coming up.
Awesome.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got a few tweets here. Carol Marks tweets. So what Pat is telling us is the mean streets of Helena were filled with the sounds of the Partridge Family. Well, at least emanating from my parents' house. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, until the Prince of Darkness showed up.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's rhino season. Trump calling Hillary the ex-wife of a former president should be a future Pat Gray bingo square.
Oh.
Yeah. Hopefully you're listening just to Muck and Fudge. Dirty Mule tweets, love this. Did flight MH370 come in contact with Pam Bondi's desk? Yes. It was sucked into the Bondi black hole there. And that's how they did it. All right. It is Wednesday, and that means it is time for Chewing the Fat.
Introducing Jeffy Fisher. Yes, the Jeffy's on the shop for 30 minutes or so. You put the 18 together with the 7-minute all you know. When they talk about space, maybe mention his sights. No one knows for sure, but he's gonna bring to light. Well, it's time to chew the fat, give us something we like. Oh, by the way, Jeffy, make sure to turn on your mic.
Awesome. All right, so stop messing with this stupid earpiece. I can't get it right. Hope everyone is doing okay, coming off the shortest days ever. We've got another one coming up on August 5th. Yesterday was one of the shortest ones. We were still kind of.
There's just not enough milliseconds in a day anymore.
I know.
Are there?
I'm still kind of off a little.
Yeah.
We were between 1.3 and 1.51 milliseconds. Yeah.
Dang it.
And also we have our special show coming up on Friday, Sky Secrets. What's really happening in our skies. So you can still catch it early if you're a Blaze TV subscriber.
Oh, yeah, that's Friday.
BlazeTV.com/Pat. Get you $20 off a yearly subscription. So I thought I'd give you a couple of things we'll be celebrating this coming Saturday. First and foremost, it's the end of National Zookeepers Week. So be sure to thank a zookeeper. You should do that anytime, really, but specifically this week. I mean, no one supports zoos more than Chewing the Fat.
Of course. Right.
Also, the U.S. Postal Service celebrates 250 years of operation. They're going to be partying of that.
Wow.
So. I know. And also Saturday
must have been one of the first things we set up was post office.
Yeah, absolutely. Saturday marks 35 years since the Americans with Disability Act, I don't have to tell you that, was signed into law. So go have a celebration. Buy a letter, stamp.
Take an escalator to your second floor.
Yeah, we're going around and making sure all the handicap parking spaces are clean.
Oh, okay.
And maybe build a ramp or two.
Good.
A couple of places. So
you're a helper.
Should be a good weekend.
Can we make the rest of the parking spaces in the parking lot handicap spaces? That might be helpful too.
If only we could.
I know. I mean, we're almost there now, but not quite. So we need to finish the job.
I mean, getting a handicap placard is pretty easy.
Is it?
Those handicap spaces are full.
But if everybody's handicapped, Pat, then nobody's handicapped.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, some parking lots have expanded those handicap parking spaces
to a ridiculous level. Yeah.
Quite a lot. Alaska Airlines, you know them, you love them, temporarily grounded its entire fleet Sunday night, according to an FAA advisory. The airline sought approval to ground over 200 planes, and then it said, the Horizon Air unit we own? Yeah, we're going to ground those too. Now, they claimed it stemmed from a computer network outage, a hardware-related electrical outage. Okay, sure thing. If that's what you say, the ground stop was lifted about 3 hours later, and they said that they would have some residual impacts due to its operations, but that'll take a little time, but we should be back to normal soon. I hope that has happened by now. I thought they were hacked. I thought we had another airline hack. But if they say it's a hardware-related electrical outage, then so be it. Interestingly enough, the day before this was announced, before the Alaska Airlines had the grounding, there was an announcement that Microsoft's SharePoint document management software had its servers hacked. That's only used by hundreds of thousands of businesses and government agencies, though. In the alert Microsoft issued, they said that vulnerabilities apply only to SharePoint servers used within organizations. It said that the SharePoint Online in Microsoft 365 is in the cloud. That was not hit by the attacks. Okay. They've been coordinating closely with the CISA, the DoD Cyber Defense Command, key cybersecurity partners globally throughout for our response. The Microsoft spokesperson said, adding that the company had issued security updates, urged customers to install them immediately. And the Washington Post first reported the hacks, saying unidentified actors in the past few days had exploited a flaw to launch an attack that targeted U.S. and international agencies and businesses. The hack, known as Zero Day, because it targeted a previously unknown vulnerability. In the aforementioned alert, Microsoft said that the vulnerability allows an authorized attacker to perform spoofing over a network. It issued recommendations to stop the attackers from exploiting it. In the spoofing attack, the actor can manipulate financial markets, agencies, and hiding the actor's identity and appearing to be a trusted person in the organization or the website. All right. Microsoft said they're working on updates. If customers cannot enable recommended malware protection, they should disconnect their servers from the internet until security update is available. Alrighty then. Sure. Not sure it had anything to do with the Alaska Air, but as far as I know, no other airlines had issues like this. I mean, it was a year to the date that we had the CrowdStrike faulty update, and that caused issues with Microsoft and the airlines. But, what do I know? Nothing. That's what I know.
Dang, bro.
Probably won't hurt much of their worth, though, for now. Remember, we looked at that chart on Monday showing NVIDIA, over $4 billion. But Microsoft is well over $3 billion. I mean, it's NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Apple. The top three are over $3 billion.
Trillion, not
billion. Trillion. Yeah.
The number's just getting so large now that it's like billion, trillion, quadrillion, whatever. Centillion. I don't know. It doesn't. There's such large numbers now. Nobody can comprehend it.
That chart is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. There are companies worth $4 trillion now? That's
right.
Outrageous. I mean, whole economies weren't worth that.
I know.
Until recently. That's
and
incredible.
That chart shows, big corporations that we know of aren't close.
Yeah.
Right. So, there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So good luck. Keep going, Microsoft. Mm-hmm. Keep good. We're with you, 100%. Yeah. We'll just, if we can't fix it, we'll disconnect from the internet.
That's just so easily done. Yeah, and nobody would mind at all. Yeah, I could do without the internet for a little while.
Yeah, you guys could go home today. We're going to go ahead and disconnect from the internet. Okay. All right. Sure. This is disappointing news. Beef prices are at record highs. And industry experts say it could stay that way until 2026 and beyond.
Cool.
These prices are just the tip of the iceberg, according to CEO and co-founder of KC Cattle Company. Prices for beef will continue to be tumultuous for the next 2 to 4 years, especially as President Trump's tariffs creep into the inflation data, of course. Shows the rise in ground beef steak. Ground beef has averaged $6.12 a pound in June. That's up nearly 12% from a year ago. Now, according to that chart that they just put up, you can put that back up again. That goes from 2019 to today. You can see ground beef prices have gone up pretty drastically.
Yeah.
For a number of years, and they're going to continue to go up, according to the experts. Steak prices jumped 8% year over year. The first time that ground beef has been above $6 since the data collection began. That was back in the 80s. And it's, according to this, it's the second most consumed meat in the U.S., according to the USDA. So America's beef supply chain is being strained from multiple angles, one of which is, yes, climate, and policy and economics, of course. The multi-year drought shrunk cattle herds, global imports are under threat, but consumers still want it. So they're dealing with lower supplies of beef, and that's what's really driving up prices for beef right now. The number of farms in the U.S., including ranches, declined by 7% to between 2017 and 2022. That's like over 141,000 ranches, according to census data. The American Farm Bureau Federation cites high production expenses and foreign competition as two reasons for those closings. Okay. Remember in May, the U.S. suspended live cattle imports from Mexico because of that screwworm, the parasite flesh-eating maggot, which we talked about before, and we're tackling that problem as we speak, but that's going to take a while. The co-founder of RanchBot, I love them, he was quoted as saying, the temporary banning of the import of Mexican cattle added to the price pressure. You think? Okay.
So does that mean that we're done with mad cow?
The higher imports of beef have not been enough to offset the lower supply that we're having in the U.S. So, we're importing beef from Australia, Brazil, New Zealand. And that's where, and then, of course, you talk about Trump's tariffs, a new 50% U.S. tariff on Brazilian imports begin August 1st. Will that be 50%, or will they work out a better deal? Don't know, but that's definitely going to disrupt the global supply chains. Brazil accounts for 23% of all U.S. beef imports.
Wait, what? 23%?
23% of all U.S. beef imports.
Oh my gosh.
Brazil.
That's
so
too
Walmart
much.
is now, they're our largest retailer.
Wow.
They just opened a beef facility in Kansas last month. And so they're going to, supply themselves with their own beef.
Are they?
With their new 300,000-foot facility. It's going to be sold at, the Midwest stores of Walmart. They claim that the average American is expected to consume 59.1 pounds of beef in 2025, compared with 102.5 pounds of chicken and 50.3 pounds of pork. That seems a little low.
Well,
but it certainly doesn't sound like prices for meat are coming down soon.
No, it doesn't. And you know what? You don't have to deal with Brazilian beef. You don't have to. Mystery meat from Argentina or southern Ethiopia.
Thank you.
Or outer Mongolia. You know what? You can
American beef.
You can get American beef.
Thank you.
Good old-fashioned American.
Thank you.
From right here in Texas. Tri-Tails beef. Huh?
Yeah.
It's delicious. It will not let you down. It is pasture-raised. It's a Texas ranch. It's family-run, pasture-raised, grain-finished, black Angus beef. Not just another label that comes in from who knows where on this planet.
Brazil.
You know where this comes from. It comes from Texas. So you're going to notice the marbling, the tenderness, the rich, clean flavor. Tri-Tails beef will stand up to anything that's out there, and then some. And if that's not enough to get you excited, let me tell you about their latest special. You can go to trybeef.com/Pat Gray, and you'll get a free pack of steak tips with orders over $249 just for being one of their valued customers. They're just going to throw it in for you. Feed your family the good stuff. They will thank you. It's Trybeef, T-R-Y, trybeef.com/Pat Gray.
Pat Gray Unleashed continues.
That it does. And we continue with Chewing the Fat. Be sure to subscribe to my daily podcast, Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher, available wherever you get your podcasts. Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. I see where Delta Airlines, as long as we're talking about airlines earlier, they are moving away from regular pricing in favor of an AI system that determines how much each customer will be paying for the tickets.
I don't think people are very happy about that.
I'm sure they'll be lower.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course they will.
Because during the company's most recent earnings call, their president, Glenn Howenstein, told investors, we plan to have AI set 20% of our ticket prices by year's end. The system is already showing amazingly favorable returns on a pilot program that now sets 3% of the airfares. The threefold increase from last November when Howenstein told investors that the ultimate goal, 100% AI pricing. When questioned on it, though, Delta told Fortune that Fortune magazine or website or whatever they are, that it's only generating prices based on trip-related factors, like how early you tend to buy tickets. But they did not answer any follow-up questions about, federal law bars pricing based on race, gender, other demographic info that third-party data is rich with. That would be difficult, if not impossible. Okay. So they're not going to answer that because they'd be in big trouble if they're using that information, which obviously AI is, but you have to prove it. You got to prove it.
And on the other hand, you can use AI to help you buy cheap airplane tickets.
Okay, well, there you go.
Really?
Yes, you can do prompts, and I've been watching how to do it, and they seem to work. He just tells you when to log in, when to buy, what not to do, what to do, and then boom.
It's amazing.
Tuesday afternoons at 3 p.m., correct?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
There you go.
I hope that's true.
That's an old trick.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, different days.
Because they jack up the prices.
Don't try to pretend like you're AI now. Okay. Kris is actually is working with a computer system. Okay. Robotics. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll keep the secret to myself.
And I see. Well, I saw where the 4-day work week is starting to rear its ugly head again. Be careful what you wish for. Could be like minimum wage. People, our job offers you $100 an hour, and you only have to work 4 days out of the week. But we don't have any job openings right now because the robots are all doing your jobs. So be ready. I mean, if that isn't already here, it's coming. So just be careful what you wish for. And this headline of this story is what got me. The headline is, "The Smart Restrooms That Could Solve America's Public Bathroom Crisis." And I will say I did not know that this country had a public bathroom crisis.
I didn't either.
But I'm going to have to go into details on Chewing the Fat today. So I'll be sure to listen to Chewing the Fat because we're going to break down the
is it because it's dirty?
Public bathroom crisis. You're going to have to listen to the show.
Is it because there's a line
You're going to have
outside?
to listen to the show, Kris, because we're going to break it down. We're going to find out if there actually is a public bathroom crisis in America.
Okay. Can't wait for that.
Well, you look so excited.
Drops every day.
Wow.
Every afternoon.
What do I have to pay for that? How much do I pay, though?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right now?
Right now.
It's free.
Whoa!
If you subscribe right now, it doesn't cost you.
I don't pay anything?
You don't have to cut.
Not even with like a promo code to get the free offer?
Wow. No, it just happens automatically.
Free.
Okay.
Well, just making
What don't you
sure.
understand about that? You want to use AI. Ask AI, what's free?
Thank you for keeping those prices down for us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Because I know you fight hard for us every day. I know you do.
So like your tone, but you got it.
What's wrong with my
You're
tone?
welcome.
My tone is incredibly respectful right now and in awe, really, of the fact that you've been able to do it.
You should be.
888-900-3393. There's more coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We got to get to Mark Epstein because he was just on with
Nancy Grace.
Nancy Grace,
my girl.
She's your girl? Is she?
Oh, she's my girl, Pat.
Really?
I love Nancy
Kris
Grace.
is always like Nancy
Really?
Grace.
Oh, my God.
For real, you like Nancy Grace?
100%. That's
Why?
my girl. Why not?
She was great. What was it, Court TV days?
Court TV days.
I loved Court TV.
That's where I fell in love with her.
I really did love Court TV.
That's where I fell in love with her.
Isn't there still Court TV?
No.
There's not?
No.
No.
There's webs like Law TV, I think is the website.
Law and Order
and
TV.
They stream trials.
But no one is
quite a bit, but
commentating.
nobody's like Court TV did.
Yeah. Nancy Grace can bring it as I sent.
What is it she brings?
Her expertise and knowledge.
No. We need that answer.
Her
What is it
expertise
that she
in the knowledge on all the cases.
Yes. On all
expertise
all
and
the
knowledge.
cases.
From a defensive perspective, from the judges. Oh my, you guys are just
Did you make that Nancy Grace calendar that you've got in your office?
I did. Yes.
Okay, so it's just a one of a kind.
It goes back between Nancy Grace and Robin Zielinski. So because they're best
Robin
friends.
Walensky, yeah,
they're best friends.
Yeah,
Robin Walensky.
Yeah, she used to work here.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I know.
Have you seen him
Years
in the
ago.
same place at the same time?
Thank you.
She's
best
She
friends?
is best friends with Nancy
Grace.
Grace.
Her and Nancy Grace have been
Oh,
friends
I didn't know
forever.
that.
Real
They're
good
old
friends forever.
friends,
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is Robin Walensky now?
She's held
the
in the camera
news.
for Nancy Grace.
Okay.
She's doing the news
All right,
top
well,
of the hour. Around
Yeah,
the
she does.
nation.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She was working for a station, I think, in Louisiana.
Around the nation, Key.
Yeah, there you go. She's doing top of the hour news
Around the nation.
around the nation.
All right. Anyway,
Nancy
the
Grace.
wonderful, the incredible, the incomparable
Thank
Nancy
you.
Grace had Mark Epstein on her show, and they were talking about Epstein's death. And now I'm not sure that Mark buys into his
He does
brother's
what?
death
He does
being
not.
a suicide.
Wow.
But see if you get the same impression here.
Well, let me understand, Mark
something like
Epstein,
this.
you just stated that you learned about the suicide allegation from TV.
Yeah, I was actually in Norfolk, Virginia, having breakfast at a restaurant, and the television was on, tuned to CNN, and I saw my brother's picture appear, and they said that he was found dead from an apparent suicide. That's how I learned about this.
Oh,
I mean, the Justice Department report, they said they notified me. They did not. There's a lot of errors in the Justice Department report.
Why would they have lied about that?
Oh, they're trying to make it look
Riveting
like a
question.
suicide.
Why? Why do you believe the government? And I'm not one for conspiracies, Mark, at all.
No, of
Why?
course not.
Because
No.
I don't think people can keep their yaps shut long enough to maintain a conspiracy.
Yep. She's right there.
That ends in a weird place. I want to hear his response
I do
to
too.
that. But
I do too.
You got to
It
set
ended.
up to her podcast.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not willing to do that. But
Unlike Jeffy,
but-
her podcast is not free.
he's just a tad skeptical. Jeff Epstein's brother, Mark. Just a little skeptical.
It does not sound like he believes that at
Sure
all.
doesn't. Yeah, but didn't he see the video that they released?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wait a
Pat.
minute.
Was he not part of phase
Nobody came in or out.
Was he not part of the phase one
one
binder drop?
Yeah, right. Where we
Thank
saw clearly a whole bunch of
Everything.
information.
We saw everything.
What else do
Yeah.
you need?
What else do you need? You got the video, okay, that doesn't show his cell, and
does,
you have the
Pat.
completely redacted
Phase one binder
phase
drop.
one binder.
Pat, it does show. If you remember, you have to look past the pole to the right.
Yeah, it shows it.
downstairs.
Right. You just have to look around the corner
Yes.
where
It's
there
not
were no
about
cameras.
seeing his actual cell. It's about seeing
it's
that
about seeing
people
there was
aren't coming and
nobody
going.
was coming in and out.
Right.
Yeah, but if you can't see the area around his cell, how do
But you
you
can't
know?
get to the area without what you're looking at.
You're so picky. You wanted a camera right in front of the door?
I did. Yeah, I did.
That wasn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That was broken.
I know.
don't
That's
ask
really
Sometimes we have mechanical failures.
amazing coincidence.
And don't ask me about the guards, okay? Because
Yeah, don't ask about the guards. They were on the Home Shopper Network. So
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It was a Sears white sale.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
I don't think-
understandable.
I think it was a Pinterest.
I mean, the
So it
white
wasn't.
sales,
Blue light. You guys remember that one?
15% off.
Yeah.
The blue light specials, yeah, at Kmart. That doesn't exist anymore, I don't think.
No.
Is there
They
a
have-
single
I think
Kmart
they
that's
have one
still
left.
open?
I think
they
there's
have one or two
I
left.
think Jeff is right. I think there's just one left.
Wow.
And one thing that was kind of lost yesterday on the Epstein front was the president did say, quote, it seems appropriate that Ghislaine Maxwell should come in and answer questions.
Oh, wow.
From the from the DOJ.
Trump said that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Hadn't seen
between
that
now and
reported
September
anywhere.
2nd, if anyone is saying, hey, why are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Hello.
You know, you could just
Your
say,
guy.
well, the president said it would be appropriate.
That's what I mean.
To
He
have the
keeps
Department of
posting
Justice.
about it. He keeps talking about it. But
Well,
we're
they're-
not supposed to.
They're
Stop
calling
it.
this, if they make a deal with Ghislaine, they're calling it a mafia-like
Ghislaine.
deal.
A mafia-like deal?
Yes.
Huh. Well, I
So
don't
the
care.
CIA is gonna
Just
be
let her
involved?
speak.
Thank you.
That's
Right.
what
I don't
said.
care
Right.
That's
what kind
I
of deal
said.
it is. Just
That's
make
right.
it, and let's hear the real story.
And Alan Dershowitz says she is going to make a deal.
Okay.
Well, good. He should make a deal too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's seen the list according to himself.
Supposedly. So
Yeah, make a deal that he can talk.
Yeah.
Let's go. Make that
Right.
happen.
Anybody who can talk, let's hear it.
Talk.
Sing like a canary.
Let's have it.
Yeah.
And we probably could have done that in the next couple of weeks, but they're gone. They're off. So
Well, they've been
there's
working.
no reason for
If
them
it
to show
passed-
up and talk to Congress.
They passed a big, beautiful bill. What else do you want?
Yeah. Plus, it's been about 2 straight weeks of work for
You
them.
can't have that.
Yeah. Maybe 2.5.
As a person that likes to take vacations, that's way too long.
Exhausted right now. We've asked way too much of them. You can't ask anybody to work for 2.5 consecutive weeks.
Exhausted is a good word because that's where
they're
at.
exhausted.
Yeah.
They get a lot of medical conditions there. You know.
That's true.
A lot going on.
You can see on Thomas Massie's face. He has a beard. He's tired. Like he's losing weight.
Yeah.
He's
trolling for chicks or something.
Trolling for
I don't know
chicks.
what he's doing.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Look at that. Exhaustion.
That rugged new look. Love it.
I mean, he lives off the grid. So.
He even looks like he's sweating.
Yeah.
That does not look like Thomas Massey.
Took a Civil War outfit off.
If I didn't know that was Thomas Massey, and a couple of weeks ago you just flashed that up, I'd had no idea who that is.
Right.
Who's that?
The first time we saw him with the beard, I was like, that's not him.
Right.
Put somebody else
Were
up
they
there.
showing for Thomas Massey?
Right.
That's not Thomas Massey. And it is.
So are we saying that he's back in the dating pool?
Yes, that's what
it's possible.
Oh, that's what we're saying.
It's been a year or more since his wife died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means,
it's time.
Death.
You went through the mourning period.
Yeah.
You wore black for a year.
Oh, wow.
Time to go. Time to go on.
He wore
Move
black
on.
for a whole year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every day.
That's dedication.
You didn't notice that?
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
He did.
No, that's true.
He had his morning outfit. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Well, good for him. Since he earned that. He earned that.
He did.
Pool. Yes.
Yeah, he did. All right. Let me tell you about Kexi cookies real quick because, the Dubai chocolate cookie, man, that's been we sells out like every day, and we have to continually make this. People love it. You will love it. It is delicious, and it lasts through the end of the month. So if you want to get it, you got to get it like today would be a good time to order it.
Almost at the end of the month. You got to go.
Almost.
Let's go.
We're at the 23rd already. We also have the summery berry pie, which is inspired by homemade berry pie. It's buttery, it's soft, it's packed with strawberries and blueberries. Really delicious.
That sounds pretty good.
And Texas sheet cake is back. That's always been one of my absolute favorites. Here's what Kathy said. She says, I live in Florida, and it was 94 degrees when the cookies were delivered. We knew we'd be gone for at least 45 minutes after the delivery, but the cookies were still perfect. I love these cookies. I've ordered 3 or 4 times myself, and my daughter asked me what I wanted for Mother's Day, and without hesitation, I said Kexi cookies. That's how delicious these cookies are. I will be a regular customer, that's for sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. Kathy, I think you'll feel the same way. Give them a try. It's Kexi.com, Kexi, Kexi.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed is back.
I've got a comment here from a Jeff at the Kexi website. He wants to know, why haven't I been able to try the new berry cookie?
Oh, thank you, because underneath that comment, there's a Chris Cruz guy saying, hey, where is that test
I
trial?
noticed you just skipped right by those comments.
I did, because I hear those comments every day.
Oh, stop making good cookies. I'm sorry. Can you suck at the cookies? Then we won't ask you for free cookies?
No, that's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, especially since we're trying to get into the stockyards with our first actual retail store. That might be a bad
idea.
Yeah, they don't like to put companies in there that suck. As a rule.
No doubt.
That's a rule.
That is a rule.
Yeah.
That is a rule.
All right, so fallout has started after the Hunter Biden interviews. As you can imagine, Democrats are not happy with him. Huh? Isn't that weird?
It's incredible that he went on this number 5 YouTube
Channel
podcast.
5.
Yeah. Channel 5, yeah.
It's Channel 5.
Channel 5. Yeah.
It just rants for 3 hours? Yeah. Incredible.
And then he hopped and did another podcast right after that.
It's incredible. I mean,
did he give recipes for crack on the other podcast?
No, the other podcast was not crack recipes.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. Was it not as interesting as the first? Because he went
He'd
off
already worked
on
it out
everybody.
of his system.
He worked it out of his system.
Yeah.
Because he already had that euphoric recall.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I mean, of course, that's why we talk about doing drugs. He didn't want to do it though because that's a powerful man. That euphoric recall makes him want to just cook up some crack on the stove, man.
Well, he's been sober. He's been sober since 2019.
And he's damn proud of that, too.
He's so proud of that, yes.
He's probably effing proud of it, too. So he's effing proud of everything he's ever done.
Sure is.
We know his favorite word.
Yeah.
We know his favorite
And
word.
crack is, I mean,
he does love it.
Better for you than any other drug.
That's what he told us yesterday.
That's essentially what he said.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Health moments with Jeff Fisher. Crack is pretty healthy if you boil it right down.
Isn't crack part of the Maha situation right now?
It should be now.
Yeah.
It should be now.
It is. So, man, I mean, he went off on so many Democrat leaders from David, what's his face? Axelrod to Rahm Emanuel to George Clooney.
Oh yeah, wow! F them all.
Carville.
It shows who was really running the show. It wasn't anyone of the Biden administration. It was the overarching Obama-ites that were still around running all the stuff.
So anyway, here are ex-Obama aides talking about the Hunter Biden interview.
When it comes to the attacks on Hunter himself, like, okay, what if we just stipulate for the hypothetical, like, yes, okay, all your business dealings were above board and legal. All your paintings were purchased by art lovers who loved the product and didn't know your name. Trump is worse. You were on the board of Burisma because of who your dad is. And that is what people hate about Washington. And it was part of the problem. And like, there's some other weird like he said blames the debate on the Biden staff, saying they gave him Ambien on his foreign trip. But like
to sleep,
Biden got back from the G7 on June 14th. The debate was June 27th.
Right, thank you.
Ambien was the issue.
Don't start bogging me down.
I don't
with
think
facts,
it's Ambien. It's age.
Also,
right?
it's like he was tired, so they gave him Ambien.
Also, like, just like allow me to rant one more second. Like his big beef is that Republicans stick together and Democrats are united. But he's obsessed with this show, obsessed with George Clooney. They don't talk about Gaza until 2 hours and 50 minutes into the interview. I'm guessing that was the bigger threat to party unity than a George Clooney op-ed. You know what I mean? It's just this sense of entitlement that, like, from Biden, from his family, from the inner circle, that he was like owed the presidency, owed a second term. It is just very grating.
The whole premise of 2024 was yes, voters are saying that Joe Biden's age is his biggest liability, but don't worry, because Joe Biden's the closer. And when you see him campaign, he's going to put those worries to rest. He had a good State of the Union, and then he had the worst debate any of us had ever seen, and it became insurmountable. And so at long last,
he didn't put the concerns to rest, he put his campaign to rest.
Right. And at long last, the Democratic establishment decided to listen to the voters. And it was very hard to get the establishment to do that, but ultimately they did that. And everybody kind of collectively ultimately were able to get Joe Biden to step aside and do the right thing for the country. Now, we don't live in the world where Joe Biden ran that race all the way to the end. But one thing we know is that Hunter Biden, throughout Joe Biden's presidency, was a terrible liability for him. And put the addiction aside, it is because he was on Burisma, because he became an artist, because he was part of a kind of like sleazy Washington that, as Tommy said, people hated. You were a liability. You should be ashamed of the ways in which you made your father's political life
he's got no
worse.
shame. So
and like the idea that we're going to listen to you
there's
now.
There's no chance he'd be ashamed.
Joe was using him to bankroll cash for himself.
Yeah.
That's why Hunter was there for.
I mean, he made at least $10 million out of it. Joe himself made $10 million or more.
Guy. Yes, those deals.
The big guy.
Yes, 10% of the big guy, and maybe more.
But it's amazing how much of Hunter's vitriol was directed toward George Clooney, just because he wrote that op-ed, and that really pissed. The quote was, "F George Clooney, F him and everyone around him." In other words, F you and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke-ass car and that crap you call art.
Yeah.
Okay?
That worked.
And your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog. In fact, George Clooney, your dog can.
Yeah, we'll leave the dog out of it.
All right. I'll leave the dog out.
No way.
But everybody
the
else
dog's gotta go.
I mean, It's comical. Really.
It is.
How pissed off he is about it.
But did you guys notice that this entire podcast that is being criticizing Hunter, they were all reading their rants.
Yes.
Nobody was coming, we're like, oh, this is how I feel. No, everybody was just reading.
They had their...
Who are these guys?
These are the guys
Are they aides from Obama?
Yes, these are the guys who started the podcast Pod Saves America, and they were named by Hunter as FU, and FU. So this is them reacting to all the...
Those are the Pod Save America guys.
Yes.
Interesting.
And those are the guys that were with Obama the first and the second term.
Wow.
It's a perfect name for a Democrat
sure
podcast.
Right?
Pod Save America.
Right.
Not God Save America.
No, Pod.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. What were they, 12 when they were with Obama?
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Wow. Those are young guys.
I mean, so did Lawrence on Fox.
Yeah, Lawrence
got to start with
Obama.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Had the enlightening.
Could have been somebody if he'd stuck with Obama.
Right?
But instead, he's just doing the most watched TV show in the morning.
Instead, he's only making 7 figures on Fox. What a loser.
Right?
Yeah. We should text him that, loser.
All right. Let me tell you about the Jace case. You know, we got more news on the tariff front. The proposed 200% tariff on medications might be on the way. That could mean a huge increase in the price of emergency meds, prescriptions, even daily medication. It could also potentially lead to shortages, and these are things you don't want to be caught without. You want to secure your health. You want to be able to have the medication you need on hand, I don't know, when you need it. So don't wait until you need it. Prepare today with the Jace case. The Jace case includes 10 prescription antibiotics and emergency medications. It's the most affordable and secure way to get these essentials. Plus, there's Jace Daily, too. So you could get up to a 12-month supply of your daily prescription medications. Wouldn't that be great to have a year's worth of your daily stuff on hand all the time so you don't have to continually go back and continually go to the pharmacy and get your medications again? It's irritating. I mean, yes,
it is.
You know, it's not digging ditches, but it's irritating. It's just another little irritant that you have in your life. When prices shoot up and shortages hit, it's too late to prepare. So prepare today. Enter the promo code PAT at checkout to get a discount on your order. Promo code PAT, PAT, at jace.com.
Call us at 888-900-3393. Pat Gray Unleashed will return.
All right, a couple of tweets here. Efforting thought criminal. Apparently, Hunter Biden disagrees with Whitney Houston's assertion that crack is whack. Yeah, apparently. No, he thinks it's really good. He loves it, obviously. But he's not done it since 2019.
No, it's all good. And he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to have that euphoric recall.
No. Muffer Squish tweets, Kexi should make a Hunter Biden cookie that is crackle covered in powdered sugar.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not. You didn't seem like you were into that.
No, it'd be great. Jackie would love to do that, I'm sure.
I thought this was your company.
Did you think that? Yeah, well, got something to do with it. I don't know
what.
Like
it's your company.
But
it's cute.
Either money bags. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. Yesterday, there was good news for female athletes in America. U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee will comply with Trump's ban on biological men and women's sports.
Yeah, that was coming. Good, I'm glad.
About time.
Yeah.
I thought they already did that. I thought the International Olympic Committee
International Olympic Committee talked about the way they were going to test, and it was they were going to make sure.
One thing we've learned of late is you can never have too many layers of common sense on top of something.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. But the tone-deaf left continues with their insanity, like AOC.
Ugh. Oh boy.
Like
AOC.
Click.
Like
11.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
And I know that Whether you're standing up in this room or you're walking down the street, there are little trans kids that look at you and say, there's a future possible for me.
Right.
Oh, wow.
This is the same thing Obama was yapping his ugly face about.
I don't know about
you got to have a trans friend and a gay friend.
No, it was a gay friend, yeah.
Gay and non-binary.
Gay and non-binary.
Yeah, that's right.
Get it right.
Non-binary,
No
gay.
offense to little trans kids, but I don't really feel comfortable with you looking at me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Look somewhere else.
Is it fair, though? I don't know.
I don't want a trans kid looking at me. Yeah, I get that.
Well, they just want to see if you're one of them.
No, it's just don't look at me. You're right, Keith. Thank you for saying that.
So you don't want trans kids to look at... And,
that's what she said, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hater.
Yeah.
Do you want a trans kid looking at you, Pat Gray?
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
Have you seen the trans kids,
they
though?
want. Yeah.
I don't need that looking at
I don't
my
know that
direction.
I've seen that many trans kids.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That's
I don't know.
another good question. What is
You're
a
just
trans
turning
kid?
a blind eye to truth. That's what's happening. You don't want to see it.
Exactly.
Well, your gender blindness. You have gender blindness.
And trans blindness. It doesn't matter to me, because I accept all people.
Love is love.
For who they
That's
are.
good.
Thank you.
That's fun.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, it was a good joke.
Yeah. Wonder what would Chewbacca say about it? I think something like,
What do you know?
not sure that's exactly.
Are you quoting Chewbacca?
Can we quote you on that
quote?
I was just going to say, can we
Just
quote you on that?
paraphrasing.
Oh, paraphrase.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can paraphrase
Okay.
what he just said about trans kids. Because I can't really, I don't know that I can speak for all of Star Wars in the trans situation.
Maybe
but,
Yoda might have a comment on this.
Nah, he doesn't have
No,
a
he
comment on
doesn't.
it. No,
Okay.
not right now.
Just Chewbacca.
You're pushing it.
What was it again?
What do you think?
that
I'm a
Chewbacca-
trained monkey or something?
What was it
say
again that
anything.
Chewbacca said?
Something like that. I mean, it was
Okay,
close.
thank you.
I think he's saying stop looking
I
at me.
appreciate it.
I think he is. I think
Don't
he's-
look at me, trans
Don't
kids.
look
I
at
don't
me, trans
like it. All right.
I'm
So I
not
look like a
tranny.
walking carpet. Get off me. Okay.
Thank you.
I think that's what it was.
School, okay? Chewy.
All right. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Just had an article about property taxes and how despicable they are.
What?
Yeah, property tax. It's really just government theft.
It sure is.
So you're a homeowner and you just continue to pay rent for your home that you bought
And you
to the
never
government,
pay it off?
and you never pay it off.
Correct. It's a feudal system, is effectively what we live in.
So bad. It says Texans take pride in low taxes. We believe in keeping what we earn.
Yeah.
But property taxes undermine that principle, not just in Texas, but across America. Is that the truth? What started as a local way to fund roads and schools has metastasized into a national scandal, a form of government rent on homes we've already paid for.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unlike sales taxes, which reflect voluntary spending, property tax punishes ownership itself, a direct affront to freedom, and a quiet war on the American dream.
Amen.
Yep. Isn't that it's one of the
What
it's absolutely
right-wing lunatic wrote that?
It's egregious.
It sure is.
It's absolutely despicable and immoral. It's one of the reasons we sold our home, because I am tired of paying that kind of rent to the government when I bought my home. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. This
you
system
realize your rent prices reflect
some of the property tax payment
on that
for
property.
the owner.
Yes.
Yes. However, it's not $32,000 a year.
No, it is not.
I'm sorry.
So
yeah, I know
it's
a
better.
lot. Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, and it's okay. So we can rail
man.
about when the left says, hey, let's tax on unrealized gains, on your capital gains, on your what you're making in the stock market, even though you haven't cashed it out. Well, that's effectively what they're doing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As well with your property.
Unrealized capital gains. That's another thing that pisses me off so much. How do you even purport to be able to do that? How do you even rationalize that?
But and you know what? Argument with property taxes it is because the county says your house is worth this much, so you pay this much tax. Well, I haven't sold it. It's absolutely maddening.
And then when you sell it, you got another massive payment to make.
Another massive payment.
I just asked Grok what.
And as soon as you die, we're going to go ahead and tax
exactly. Right. Then we'll tax you everything you accumulated your entire life that you paid taxes on already. We're going to give you another 50% tax on top of that.
Oh, and by the way, if you live in California, this has not gone into effect yet, but they want to do it. If you have cryptocurrency and you haven't opened up your account in 3 years, the state's going to take that.
Yes.
Yep.
What was it George Harrison said?
If you drive a car, tax the street. If you try to sit,
tax your seat.
If you get too cold,
I'll tax the heat.
If you take
Amen.
I'll tax your feet. That's exactly what they're doing.
Exactly what
they do. Despicable.
I just asked Grok what the highest property tax rate in the United States is. Congratulations to Summit County, Ohio, according to Grok.
Oh, it's Ohio?
The lowest property tax rate by county, DeKalb County, Alabama. So there you go. Highest, Summit County, Ohio.
Where's Summit County? Is that Cincinnati? Outside of Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was wondering.
We're going to say yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's just outside of Cincinnati.
Okay. Show me the hand map in Ohio.
Well,
Michigan.
Michigan's down here. Oh, no. Wow. Akron, right?
Wow. Because, who doesn't want...
Okay.
Yeah. That's where toilets go from Michigan.
Akron, what are we doing? Hold on. What's the sales tax rate? Sales tax rate, Akron.
Here?
Ohio.
Oh, Akron.
I just want to see what are they getting away with there if the property tax is so high. 6.75.
That's lower than. That's not super low, but it's lower than what we pay.
Makes you want to move there. Akron, Ohio, this time of year, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. What is our sales tax? 8.25%?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's stiff.
That
but
sure is.
They'll tell you, well, you don't have any income tax.
Yeah,
right.
I'm so sick of hearing that from this state.
Any road you want to travel on here.
Thank you. I can't leave my neighborhood without paying a toll.
Thank you.
I know.
Yes.
You
don't have to go through
We did not every road is, but you could go a different way without being on a toll road. Yeah, that takes me an hour and a half out of my way.
Yeah. And as we've talked about, every road to get you to the toll road is beat to crap.
Right.
Yes. So
but it doesn't have a toll. You can take that road.
You're driving over a road that was just bombed in Iran. Just hit with 30,000-pound bombs over and over and over again.
It doesn't have a toll, so shut up.
Doesn't have
you pay $1.37 to go through that? No.
No.
And then I end up I'm the schlep that ends up on that road.
Me too.
I refuse to pay for the toll.
I don't refuse to pay, but
no, I don't either. I will pay it every time.
There are multiple times when I use the toll, but not all the time.
Especially if you're trying to go to Hillsborough. Yes, I'll take.
There are times in the morning when I'll take the toll when nobody is there at 3:30. Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's a good time to take it.
Because I just want to drive faster, and there's no cops on the toll usually.
Yes.
Usually. I will say, it's angering to me when I see someone in the toll lane getting pulled over.
And they do.
Yes.
And they do.
If they're there, they will pull you over.
And they do. And that's just pisses me off so much.
Asinine.
That's why I'm paying you, so I can speed.
I should be able to go 120 miles an hour on the express if I want to.
Yes.
On a toll road, I'm paying to drive on. I should be able to drive as fast as I want on it. Absolutely.
They don't see it that way.
I believe that. No, they do not.
But if we do it all together, they will soon, okay? So let's stick together on this one.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right. Democrat representative, is it Yvette Clarke?
Yvette Clarke?
Yvette.
Yeah, Yvette.
Who put the L at the end of Yvette's
Her friends
name?
call her Yvette.
Yvette.
But yeah.
Yvette. Yeah, it's like, what was the name of that Barbara Streisand movie back in the, was it Yettle?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's close to Yettle, wasn't it?
Shoot.
Yvette.
What did Yvette say?
I don't know. Something about illegals in her district.
Why are you changing the subject? We want to know the Barbara Streisand movie.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the inn being closed, no room in the inn, I'm saying, I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes.
Whoa.
And those members could clearly fit here.
Saying the quiet part out loud yet again.
Wow.
Look,
yeah, that's bold, huh?
I need help making sure that my district
just admitted.
I need more people.
Bring in the illegals.
That's the purpose.
They're just going to vote for us after we redistrict and create more Democrats in this district. Oh my gosh.
Yentl. Speaking
it was close to Yvette.
Saying the truth out loud.
I knew it was close. Senator Alex Padilla also talking about illegals.
Oh, he's good.
Fact that a large number
is he going to cry again?
Undocumented
I hope so.
Immigrants in the United States actually entered the United States lawfully and are only currently undocumented because they overstayed their visa.
That's okay then.
Or maybe they entered the country
they're illegal
following
now.
the rules of the temporary protected status programs outlined by prior administrations.
I can't take it from
these protections that have been removed, turning a
so the rule changed.
Legal immigrant into an undocumented immigrant. You won't hear them share those facts.
They never were legal.
Of course we'll share those facts. We've talked about it many times. People overstaying their visas, not here legally anymore. And sometimes, in some cases, I was just reading about a couple that were here for 10 years beyond it was the Italians who were in Alligator Alcatraz. They came here legally 10 years ago on a 6-month visa.
Hello? What are you going to do? You lose track of time. You lose track of time. You're going to be in 6 months. Next thing
Has
you know,
it already
it's 10
been
years.
6 months? Yeah, 6 months
and
10 years.
That they're illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
he did.
But it does not matter.
Gosh,
no,
it
doesn't matter.
It does.
It's really outrageous. They don't care. What about the rule of law that they'll scream about when it's convenient for them to scream it? But it's not. It's certainly not convenient.
No one's
for them
above
right
the law,
now.
Pat. No one is above the law.
Well, except illegals.
Oh.
And Democrat presidents.
So someone is above the law.
Yeah. There are several people above the law.
Yeah.
Also yesterday, we learned more damning information about the Biden team and minors, which is fascinating.
So you're telling this committee that the Biden administration, while they were letting all of these unaccompanied minors into the country, and as we've talked about today, they weren't keeping track of them, they issued these kids a hotline that they could call.
Listen.
If they had trouble with the sponsor family that they were put with, and you're saying that 65,000 calls to this hotline designated to protect these kids went unanswered? Is that what you're telling this committee?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow. My gosh.
Why set up the hotline for minors who are having problem with the strangers that you drop them off to if you're not even going to
have someone answering the phone 24 hours
answer
a day.
the 65,000 children called this hotline.
That's
incredible.
God. And it was not answered by the Biden administration DHS. That's evil.
But they did set up the number.
Did they call them back?
They set up a number, so it rang.
I honestly don't know the stat, but did they call them back? Do we have a stat that?
I'm sure they did.
When the number called, did they call them
got right back to them? Yeah.
Oh yes.
In every case,
Sometimes,
all 65,000 cases.
The voicemail box kept getting full. So.
Oh man, it's despicable what was going on, and then they try to talk about how badly Trump treated illegals when they came here. Wow. Meanwhile, we had this post from Florida Attorney General James Utmeyer. We recently got a tip from someone whose abusive ex overstayed a tourism visa. He is now queued up for deportation. If your ex is in this country illegally, please feel free to reach out to our office. We'd be happy to assist. I like that.
That's a good campaign.
Jeffy doesn't care for that.
But when they call the office, will somebody answer it? I hope so. I think they will in this case. Yeah,
This administration
I think they will now.
All right, we got faux Jeffy back. What?
No, I
What's your problem?
didn't say anything.
It's a great campaign.
No, you're rolling your eyes. You're doing the Jeffy thing.
Hold on. Are you doing the let's defend wife beaters or let's defend illegal aliens?
Ooh, that's a good one.
They're divorced or apart, and now he's a wife beater all of a sudden. There's no evidence of that.
It's just abusive. So.
Oh, he's called me a name once. He's abusing my ex. Okay.
Oh man.
Emotional battery doesn't count.
Yeah, that's dangerous territory, right there.
Very dangerous territory.
Just call the number if you're being abused, for sure. Call the number.
I want to call my attorney, Jeff Fisher.
Actor Jeff Daniels.
Oh man, this guy. I like a lot of his work.
Me too.
But this guy, holy cow.
You just don't want to hear their points of view on anything. It's just like, why? At this point, I guess you're not doing any movies anymore. Maybe it's okay. You don't care if you lose your fan
still
base.
Working. I mean,
is he? What does he do? I haven't seen Jeff Daniels in anything.
Couple things.
No. Let's hear the answer.
Yeah.
He's
what
Jeff
does he do?
He's Jeff Daniels.
He's Jeff Daniels.
Jeff
And what has Jeff done recently?
I don't recall. Couple things.
Couple things. Oh, okay. Let's look up his IMDb.
Shall we? I think not too long ago he did Godless. Right, I remember watching Godless.
And couple
that
things.
That wasn't close. That was a couple things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jeff Daniels.
And
when did Godless happen?
I don't know. Probably 4 or 5 years ago now.
Okay. I mean, that's more recent than I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Let's see if he even have an IMDb.
Oh, yeah. Of course, he's Jeff Daniels.
He's
Jeff Daniels.
A Man in Full, a TV miniseries, American Rust.
American Rust was good, yeah.
He did Adam.
And when was that? Okay, here's what I have listed. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, he filled in for Stephen a couple of times.
2 episodes.
Okay.
Which should have been a clue.
And that
really.
didn't save it?
He was in 6 episodes of A Man in Full.
I don't remember.
Whatever that is, in 2024. American Rust.
That was all right.
Went from 21 to 24. The Comedy Rule in 20. Adam in 2020. Guest Artist 2019. In 2018, there was the ever popular The Emperor's New Clothes. Newest clothes.
Newest, yes.
No idea
so
what
Godless
that is.
was before 2018.
The Looming Tower. The Catcher Was a Spy. Godless was 2017.
Wow.
7 episodes
That long
of that.
ago.
Okay, so he's done virtually
But he has
little.
a new TV show, Pat.
Does he?
Shrinking on Apple TV.
Oh, yeah. He's in Shrinking, right, with Harrison Ford.
Thank you.
Is that why he's
That's why he's making the rounds.
Yep.
That's why he's
Comes out
making the rounds. That's why he's on this god-awful podcast with Nicole Wallace from MSNBC with her The Best People show.
And here's that.
We've lost decency. We've lost civility.
Have we, Jeff?
We've lost respect for the rule of law.
I'll tell you right now.
It's my fault.
We have normalized
Donald Trump. Are we going to
verbal abuse?
Wow, I got it
on the internet.
You did. You guessed it.
We've normalized bullying.
Because that never happened
the woke
before
generation
Donald Trump.
tried
never
to,
happened before.
Change that. It's back.
And this time, it's pissed.
And out the window goes character.
Right.
Yeah.
Integrity.
Oh,
yes.
Stop for a second.
I mean,
absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Out the window goes character and integrity.
Yes.
This from a guy who no doubt voted for Bill Clinton twice. Are you kidding me?
And Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, he's filled with integrity and character.
Thank you.
He sure is. When you think integrity and character, you think
Joe Biden.
Hold on.
Yes.
I just scribbled some things down while he was saying that. We've lost civility. In other words, this could have been taken from the early moments. This could have been 6 months into the Obama first term. We've lost civility. The police acted stupidly. We've normalized bullying. Yeah, get to the back of the bus, Republicans. The character stuff. Must we go on and on with all of the scandals around Barack Obama? I mean, you could have plug and played that clip right there in 2009.
No question.
Stop it.
He goes on to tell you how bad Donald Trump is, though.
All right, let's hear it.
Integrity. I mean, nobody has great things to say about politicians.
Never have.
They never have. Go back to Mark Twain.
Ooh, deep.
But ideally, we're supposed to elect the best of us.
Are we?
Not the worst of us.
Why'd we elect Barack Obama and Joe Biden and Bill Clinton?
He's everything
with
that's
not
wrong.
just America, but with being a human being.
No, I can't.
He's everything that's wrong with not only America, but with being a human being.
But that's all civil.
Stuff.
So he's bringing the civility back
Right.
right there with that garbage. What an a-hole.
Such a deep thinker, that Jeff Daniels.
He is a deep thinker.
Gosh.
He's everything that's wrong. Not only
now,
America,
hold on a second. Hold on.
but being a human being.
As upset as you are with Jeff Daniels discussing Donald Trump, let's see how you react to Jeff Daniels discussing Kamala Harris.
Oh, yeah.
I still think about Kamala
Yeah.
and how I think she would have been a good choice. I don't care what they say. Because she would have done what Lincoln did. Liz Cheney would have been Secretary of State.
Liz Cheney, Secretary of State.
Team of Rivals.
That's what Lincoln did? Posit. Did Lincoln make Liz Cheney the Secretary of State?
I did not realize Liz was that old.
I didn't either.
Yeah, she was.
I didn't either. I didn't even think Wyoming was a state back then. That's amazing.
He was in the train. He did that on the train.
That was some foresight on Lincoln's part right there. To make Liz Cheney secretary. What he's saying, obviously, is that he chose a member of a different party, somebody who opposed him even for president at the time in Seward.
Right, because he didn't want a bunch of yes men. Jeff tells us that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Good.
But one wrote the book
Liz
about
Cheney.
it. That's what Lincoln
What a
did.
joke.
Surrounded himself with the people who would disagree with him, not the people who would, take a knee and go, yeah, more tariffs, sir, more.
I can't take it anymore with this guy. I can't.
He is. It's agonizing.
Gosh,
I mean, it is.
What a moron.
It's really bad.
I mean, that's as bad as Robert De Niro stuff.
Yes.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
So you don't feel enlightened by actor Jeff Daniels' words of wisdom?
Even though he's had an incredible career lately and has exploded.
When he was in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, wasn't he good in that?
That was so good.
Oh, good times, man.
Him and Jim Carrey.
He was funny. In Dumb and Dumber.
I loved him in a couple things.
Yeah, a couple things.
That's just my preference, though.
Okay. Yeah. He was on a 30 for 30 episode. Oh, he was the narrator. Okay. He narrated a 30 for 30. I love those. But I'm not going to watch the one.
I was going to narrate. If I hear his voice, we're done.
If I find the episode of
30 for 30.
Wait, hold on. What if
I'm going to burn it. I'm going to delete it.
What if you start playing a BYU 30 for 30 and I'm not going to watch it? It's from Jeff Daniels.
Not doing it.
That right there is a lie.
That is
not watching it.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you will. Yes,
no,
you are.
No,
you
I'm
know
not.
darn well you are.
Could be about the 1984 national championship, but if it's narrated by Jeff Daniels,
you're done.
I'm not watching it.
You know you will.
Hey,
I know you will.
You know, yesterday we mentioned Minneapolis is well on their way to a new mayor. The Democrat Farm Labor Party Representative Omar Fateh. I don't know. You want to see a little quick 13-second clip from his victory party?
Do I ever?
Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Clip 13. Or I don't know what it is. 17. We need
audio.
audio.
ولكن عمر فاتح انه نقدر next mayor Minneapolis وهيستوريك واي وعرجنا Somali دقيق Minneapolis إلى صباحا أقعد.
Is that Ozzy Osbourne?
There you go. There it is.
Yeah, right before he died, he did that.
There it is. So there you go. Minneapolis.
Why did he start speaking gibberish there?
Because it's a little Mogadishu now.
Mogadishu.
And Minneapolis. So there you go.
I thought it was Somalia.
Wow. Yeah, Mogadishu
is.
Find a map, Jeff. Find a map.
Right here. Mogadishu is right here.
There you go. Nailed it.
Play that again. That's crazy.
That is.
That is amazing.
Yep.
عليكم مقعي وايكي حسن وعادوا فرحنا مانتا ولكن عمر فاتح انه نقدر next mayor Minneapolis وهيستوريك واي وعرجنا Somali دقيق Minneapolis إلى صباحا أقعد.
You got it?
Inshallah.
You got it? There it is.
That's what you voted for.
Inshallah.
Yep.
So
if you're just an average American in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and you voted for this guy, congratulations.
There you go.
Right.
You're well on your way to much success there in Minneapolis. And, of course, we know New York.
Wow.
Last week there was the guy that thankfully he got in the traffic accident He had all of the propane canisters in his van.
Right.
Yes,
he was putting bombs all over the city?
That's separate.
That's a separate guy.
That's the second thing I was going to tell you. Yes, the bombs, the IEDs on rooftops and on train tracks. That guy was just busted. And New York City, much like Minneapolis, headed down the road of an Islamist. So this should work out well for large cities in America as they continue to transition their authority to...
And we're likely to have two at once here. Minneapolis and New York City.
And L.A.
Now, supposedly, I think we mentioned this yesterday maybe, in Minneapolis, the Republicans usually don't even bother running.
Correct.
Right? Is that the case this time, too?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
There's nobody opposing this guy?
No.
Wow.
Not yet. I think it might be too late. Who knows?
Well, yeah, they're not. He's already won.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
All right. We gotta play Glenn's. We got to play Glenn, Beck, or
I'm
Colonel Sanders.
And
Watch
I'd like
this.
to tell you a little bit about my Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, I said Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's only one way to cook Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken, and that's my way. We always use plump, young broilers, always fresh, never frozen chicken. It's cut in pieces, and each piece is dipped in milk and egg wash, then into seasoned flour, in which we have the 11 different spices and herbs for flavor. One more thing,
How do they make his mouth
it's the only
fit
way
this?
that you're going to get chicken that is finger-licking good, and I'd be mighty proud to have you try Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken. Mighty proud. Hey, look at there. Didn't I tell you it was finger-licking good?
You did. Colonel Glenn.
Chicken, if you want Kentucky Fried
He even sings at the end. That's good.
Green Frog Labs does
Come
it
on
again.
now. Come on. That's awesome.
Green Frog Labs. So great.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.